Are we live? We're live. Okay. So guys. He's back. I'm back. A month has passed. My brother has been hogging the computer for like a whole entire 2 weeks. Live stream. And now since I realized it's been a month, and I think it's been like super duper long, I decided to make this live stream to prove that I am active. It's just that I wasn't posting any live streams and anything like that. Okay. So now talking about hurricanes. Okay. We have a new tropical weather discussion that just came out. This is for potential heavy rainfall in Central America. The Gulf of Mexico with a weak surface trough over the Florida Straits, the Caribbean Sea, and Atlantic Ocean. And then, yeah, that one got fixed. Now there's another tropical weather outlook. There's a central subtropical Atlantic storm right now. With a low pressure near the AL96 or AL96. The Northwestern Caribbean Sea and Gulf of Mexico says a broad area of low pressure is likely to form by the early to middle part of next week over the Northwestern Caribbean Sea and the adjacent portions of Central America. Thereafter, gradual development of the system is possible. A tropical depression could form as the system moves slowly to the north of northwest over the Northwestern Caribbean Sea and across the Gulf of Mexico through the end of next week. Regardless of development, the system is expected to produce heavy rains over proportions of Central America during the next several days. Formation chance through 48 hours is low, near 0%, but in the next week it will be medium at 60%. So watch out for a new storm or tropical storm or even a new hurricane that forms over there in the Northwestern Caribbean Sea near the Northwestern Caribbean Sea. Is basically like Cuba, Jamaica, Cayman. Yeah. Eastern and central tropical Atlantic. A tropical wave is expected to move westward from the coast of Africa on Sunday or Monday. Gradual development of the system is possible next week as it moves west-northwestward of the east and central tropical Atlantic. Formation chance is through 48 hours or 2 days, basically. It's low, but is also near 0%. But formation chance through 7 days is low also in 30%. Look at the weather prediction center. But already have updates about Hawaii. Alright, weather prediction center. I thought I would see something about like was Hurricane Cone out there or something? I don't know. It's Hurricane Cone. If it even exists. I don't even think it does. Hang on. Oh no, it was Hone, not Cone. And the hurricane was actually literally only on the September 1st. Literally, it's been 20 days ever since the hurricane formed. Okay. Okay. Storm Prediction Center. Okay. I mean, this isn't about hurricanes, but this is about the outlook. Right here. We have a slight risk today for Amarillo, Roswell, Clovis, Hobbs, and Carlsbad. So this is across parts of Texas and New Mexico. There is a marginal risk for Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and New York. Also, some for the plains near Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas, and Missouri. This includes and yeah. Also, this also includes Oklahoma, Texas, and New Mexico. Basically, outlining the slight risk. So this includes Albert Albuquerque. I always struggle to say that name. Kansas City, Omaha, Minneapolis. What's going on? I can't say anything without it being messed up. St. Paul. The 5% tornado risk for Clovis, Hereford, Portales, and Tucumcari. I don't even know what Tucumcari is, but okay. 2% tornado risk for Amarillo, Roswell, Hobbs, Carlsbad, and Plainview. And wind risk for Amarillo, Roswell, Clovis, Hobbs, and Carlsbad. And 5% wind risk for Albuquerque, Kansas City. This is the first time I said Albuquerque, like completely right, without not being able to say it like at least once. Albuquerque, Kansas City, Omaha, Lincoln, and Lubbock. And the hail risk, 50% hail risk for Amarillo, Roswell, Clovis, Hobbs, and Carlsbad. 5% hail risk for Albuquerque, Kansas City, Omaha, Minneapolis, and St. Paul. That's the outlook. Okay. What's the new hurricanes? Because I thought there were. And let me ask Google. Well, okay, here's the thing. It's not there isn't not any there is not any hurricanes really right now in the Eastern Pacific, nor in the Northern Atlantic or the Gulf Coast. Whatsoever, there are there is really nothing out there, and the chance of a National Hurricane Center, the chance from the National Hurricane Center is at 40%. They're citing that there's a 40% chance that we could have a hurricane. Um, um, this is over the next 7 days. So on the 28th, if there could be a new hurricane on the 28th, and it may form in about a week. And it's gonna form most likely either in the Atlantic or the Gulf. Um, so yeah. Okay. That's 2023 storm names. I'm looking for 2024. Dude, I just looked at these hurricane names and it says 2020 Greek alphabet tropical cyclone names. And it says, on the first one it says alpha, and on the second one it says beta. Dude, that's crazy. Got it, I got it, I got it. Okay, so going over the hurricanes we had, Alberto's done, Barrel's done, Chris is done. Which isn't really a hurricane, wasn't even really a hurricane, just tropical storm, is done. Hurricane Debbie's done. Hurricane Ernesto's done. It really only hit Bermuda. Then Hurricane Francine is done. So the next hurricane that will ever happen, we are most likely gonna name that new forming storm if it ever comes into a hurricane, and if that ever happens, in the Atlantic, it's gonna be named most likely Hurricane Gordon. Then Helene, then Isaac, Joyce, Kirk, then it's Leslie, Milton, Nadine, Oscar, Patty, Raphael, Sarah, Tony, and then finally Valerie and William are the last few names. I have never saw a hurricane get like a V or W name. All I saw was it like get a R or well, I did see one hurricane. It was almost Hurricane Walter 2022. They almost yeah, Hurricane Walter was the last one of 2022. That year we had a historical hurricane season. We had Julia, who was across the Central America areas. Then Bonnie, Danielle, Ian. We haven't heard the name Ian in a long time. In 2023, we had another historical season. We had Hurricane Harold, Hurricane Emily, Hurricane Gert. Unfortunately, little Gert didn't get to touch a single bit of land. And then Ophelia. Ophelia was actually a storm that was actually pretty much unpredictable. You would never guess that it would form near the East Coast, but it actually did. Philippi and Nigel, Margot. Those are all other storms. Nigel was really historical, but Adalia was the most historical that season. Idol, no, not Idol, but Ida in 2021. I was probably confusing that with Idalia. Yeah, that's basically it. Now checking back up on the Pacific. If there is gonna be a new hurricane, um, um, for the Pacific, what happened to Hurricane Hone? Oh, so if we do have a new one, it's not forming really in the Pacific though. Is there any that already happened? Well, I know the Atlantic's pretty active. Well, the East Pacific names for the Eastern Pacific is Aletta, Bud, Carolta, Danielle, Amelia, Fabio, Gilma, Hector, no, Ilena, John, Christy, Lane, Miriam, Norman. That's the name of the storm prediction center city that it's in. Paul, Rosa, Sergio, Tara, Vicente, Willa, Xavier, Yolanda, and Zeke. I don't even think we're gonna get the Zeke. Um, Louisiana, I know that. Um, yeah. It came across Louisiana and then went towards Arkansas. For Francine. I didn't get to cover it like really. Okay. We don't have anything that new just came in or anything like that. Um, we do have one severe thunderstorm right now. It's in Minnesota. Um, all right, the National Weather Service has issued a severe in the Twin Cities has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Renville County in central Minnesota till 8:15 a.m. Central Daylight Time. At 7:35 a.m. Central Daylight Time at 6:35 a.m. Mountain and 8:35 a.m. Eastern. A severe thunderstorm was located over Olivia, or 18 miles north of Redwood Falls, moving east at 30 miles per hour. Hazard half total size hail. Source trained weather spotter, so this is actually most likely happening because it's trained weather spotters. Damage to vehicles is expected as that impact. because mostly it's just hail's a threat. The severe thunderstorm will be near Olivia around 7:40 a.m. Central Daylight Time and Bird Island around 7:45 a.m. Central Daylight Time. I don't know why it's a city named that. Other locations impacted by the severe thunderstorm include U.S. Highway 212 between mile markers 71 and 88, U.S. Highway 71 between mile markers 95 and 107, and Lakeside and Donube. Max hail size is 1.25 inches. Hail threat is radar indicated. Wind threat is radar indicated. And maximum wind gust is 50 miles per hour and lower. Holy yap. I surely yapped a lot there. I never knew I could copy and paste like that. Alright, here's the warning. At the bottom of the screen, it's gonna show the severe thunderstorm warning at the bottom. It's basically like scrolls to the left. Yeah. I'm gonna change the color to yellow since it's only a severe thunderstorm warning. Really, it's not. Well, orange I use it whenever it's like tornado possible or destructive. That's the only time I do that for severe thunderstorms. The storm in Renville, let's see. I mean, they could have issued it a little more north as well. That would have worked out near number 7 and number 4. So I'm gonna predict this like probably narrowly miss Hutchinson, but Hutchinson, Minnesota will need to beware. Glencoe in Minnesota, State Road 22, U.S. Road 212, Minnesota 5 and Minnesota 25, and Waconia are the other cities in track for this. And probably about an hour if the storm can be alive then. Then it should die once it hits Chanhassen, Mound, Plymouth, Wayzata, Plymouth south of Rockford, St. Louis. Two away from the one. I think they might have just expired the warning for Renville. We got 3 more minutes for a special weather statement that is for northeastern Renville County. And 2 more minutes for a special weather statement for northern Wright, southern Kennebec, southern Minelax, western Isanti, southeastern Benton, all of Sherburne, and southeastern Stearns counties. They're 8:15 Central Daylight Time. That's 9:15 Eastern Daylight Time. It's 9:13 in my area. For Eastern, it's 8:15. No, not 8:15 over there in Central, but not 9:13, 8:13 in Central. We got a report from Renville. National Weather Service just said that there was a weather report for Renville. It says that a public reported hail of quarter size, 1 inch, at 7:20 a.m. Central Daylight Time, reported from MP and quarter 1 inch. According to National Weather Service Twin Cities Chanhassen, that report came from Renville. Someone sent a report to the National Weather Service, and it's amazing because gives a lot of information. There is no new warnings, so I don't even know what to do. Those special weather statements, they're gonna expire. There was a special weather statement that expired 2 hours ago. Near southeastern Chippewa, northeastern Yellow Medicine, and northwestern Renville. All right, new special weather statement. Strong thunderstorms will impact northeastern Hennepin, Chisago, Anoka, and eastern Isanti counties through 9 a.m. Central Daylight Time. That's until 10 a.m. Eastern. Um, Not sure if you guys saw this before, but this. Okay, hang on. It needs to be a little more up. There it is. That's a special weather statement color that I use. I have a dense fog advisory for 40 to 50 more minutes. Too much text. Probably because of those spaces. I got it. Here it is. Um, okay. So the special weather statement, this is, we just got another special weather statement for Meeker and Renville through 10 a.m. Wind 40 miles per hour, hails 0.75 inches. Probably thundering over there in Minnesota. So the special weather statement says that strong thunderstorms will be near Brooklyn Park, Coon Rapids, Blaine, Andover, and Champlin around 9:20 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That is in 1 minute. 8:20 a.m. Central. North Branch around 8:25 a.m. Central. 9:25 a.m. Eastern. Lionel Lakes and Stacy around 9:30 Eastern and 8:30 Central. Forest Lake around 8:35 a.m. Central. 9:35 a.m. Eastern, and 7:35 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. 6:35 a.m. Pacific. Yeah. 9:35 a.m. Atlantic. Chisago City and Lindstrom around 8:40 a.m. Central, 7:40 a.m. Mountain, and 9:40 a.m. Eastern. Other locations impacted by these storms include Interstate 35 between mile markers 133 and 163, U.S. Highway 61 between mile markers 163 and 164, U.S. Highway 8 in Minnesota between mile markers 2 and 5 and between mile markers 7 and 9. Interstate 33 mile markers 1, yeah, I erased it out. Other locations impacted by these storms include a few towns and small cities are in this. This includes Wyoming, Wild Rivers State Park, Oak Grove, Harris, Athens, Staunchfield, Cambridge Airport, Cedar, Circle Pines, and Dayton. So the storm's literally about to slam through Andover and North Branch. Minneapolis will have to be on the lookout. Still some of it heading towards it, but not the worst. North Branch is about to get slammed by a storm. If you are outside in Andover and North Branch, Minnesota, get inside. This is actually not looking too good. It's not a tornado though. It's not looking too good. If you're like, it's not looking too good. For people on the road in North Branch and Andover. Not good for yeah. What to do during this situation is just to get indoors. If this ever like whenever you see a straight line of this heading towards you in the radar, the best thing to do is just get inside and get away from windows. Really depending on how energetic that storm is the more dangerous it will be. Some breaks in the action, especially in the evening, and then overall still some showers lingering into the overnight forecast. Rain chances just timed out. Again, the best chance is midday into the afternoon and then backing off through the evening. Although we're not done with the rain chances, we'll have multiple days where we're dealing with the same system. For the Colts game for tomorrow, the roof will be closed. Temperatures in the upper 70s. Just pack that rain jacket to and from when we're walking to Lucas Oil Stadium. Other thing we mentioned on Futurecast, the system goes by, front lingers around. The big question going forward is going to be Tuesday. This low pressure system, if it passes directly through us, we're talking even more with the rainfall amounts. Although we have rain timed out through Monday, it does appear Tuesday we'll have to wait a little bit longer to get closer with those rainfall totals. Generally, I'm thinking a half inch to an inch from now all the way through Monday. I'm going to wait for Tuesday. That low pressure is it's black cherry. It's going to be a humid 70s Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Temperature still in the 70s to close out the week. A chance of showers still lingering for Wednesday. Warsville mentioned. More mentioned? Blah, 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 blah.